Hello everybody, it's CraftyRia and welcome to another video live show. Today is Monday, April 25th, and I am so glad you are all here. I'm going to try to pull this up on my phone. Sorry, I always have to do that. I don't know why my phone will not show me my live show until it's live. So I am here and I set the setting to live chat. I hope my audio and video are good. If it's not, if you can't hear me, tell me. I'm kidding. You wouldn't know if you couldn't hear me. I mean, you'd know if you couldn't hear me, but you wouldn't know I'm asking you to tell me that you can't hear me. Anyway, you know what I mean. Anyway, welcome in. I am so glad everyone is here. I'm sorry I was a couple minutes late. Thank you, Angela, for the thumbs up. And let's see, we have a lot of people in chat. Welcome in, everybody. Agnes and Sharon and Destilu and Carla and Angela, Susan. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. And Deborah, welcome from Oklahoma. I hope the weather out there is okay. I know springtime in Oklahoma can be not so good sometimes. We just had a little bit of rain this afternoon. But other than that, it's been in like over the weekend, it was in the 80s. And then yesterday, today it was in the 70s. Beautiful weather, but it's going to get cold again. I was going to plant some stuff, but I was told no because it could freeze again this week. So I'm going to start the seedlings next week and then plant them the week after, just to be safe that we are free of frost, because this has been a very weird spring so far. Alrighty, and I wasn't here last week. It is because we were on a cruise. We went on a big family cruise with Todd's family from Florida, and we went to Coco Cay. It really should be Coco Key, but they pronounce it, Royal Caribbean pronounces it Coco Cay. But we went there, which is their private island, and then we went to Cozumel. And we've been to Cozumel a million times, but we went to Mr. Sancho's, and that was the first time we went there. It's an all-inclusive beach resort, and it was really nice. And Coco Cay was also an all-inclusive. It's their private island. But it rained that day, so it wasn't as nice. But we had a good time anyway. All cruises, I think, are good. I know, Barb, we're going to get a freeze later this week, so I'm holding off a week. I still have to get my hummingbird feeders out. I keep forgetting to do that. I have to make myself a note so I can get those out. Usually the hummingbirds know us and they will fly around our head when we go outside on the front porch. They fly right up to us, and then that's like, uh-oh, I got to get the feeders out. So one year I was pretty late. I actually went and bought feeders the first year because they were flying around my head. So we have to get those out. And I have an Oriole feeder, but I haven't put it out. Last year, the first year I put it out, we had one Oriole come early in the season, and I was so hopeful because I thought he was a scout, coming around, but then have never seen him again. So it might be too late to get the Oriole feeders out. I'm not sure when the scouts come around. But the hummingbird feeders, I could put those out in July and they'll still come. So they know where we live and they'll come bugging us at our front porch. They are, I don't know if you've ever seen them or heard them, but they buzz by your head and they sound like a really loud bee or wasp or something. It's kind of scary, but they're really cool. All right, enough rambling. I rambled enough. Today I have 2 weeks worth of mail to open from the post office box. It's not that bad, but I have some really good mail. And then we'll do some projects. Hello, Leanne. Welcome in. Okay, from Texas. Very cool. I have heard of Paris, Texas. I don't think I've ever been to Paris, Texas, but I have heard of it. So, that is really cool. Welcome in. No matter where you're from, welcome, but I love to see where people are from. Okay, let me go ahead and start with some of the mail that I've received. This here, I don't know who this is from. It just says Linda, and it doesn't say what it's from. It may be from the Use Your Scrap Papers group. It might be a flat rack. I'm not exactly sure, but of course some fell out already. I have this really pretty green ribbon. And then if this is you and if you sent me this and you're watching, please let me know. And then there are just some scrap papers of in here. That's why I think it's a flat rack from Use Your Scrap Papers. And there just are some, look at that pretty rose on the back of that one. Just some pretty papers. This is a cutout that was run through a Xyron sticker maker. And these 3 pieces are double-sided paper. And there may have been other little doodads. I had a couple doodads fall out in the bottom of my bag, and I'm not sure if these may have been part of this envelope. I don't exactly remember. All right. And let me put these back in here. And like I said, I'm guessing that's a flat rack from Use Your Scrap Papers, because it sure seems like it would be, because that's the style of, you know, things that we send in that group. So but I'm not exactly sure. This is from the Hangout, the Crafty Girl Swap Hangout. This is from Tammy, and this is the group where I do most of my swapping from. This is one of my wishes. I always wish for used greeting cards. And these are, I think, just the card fronts, but that is a really pretty butterfly one. And then I have this one also, this 'Tis the Season. It's really pretty. This isn't the first one I have like it. I like it a lot though. And then he is really cute. And this little doggy. Friends are treasures. And then Happy Easter. And I'll put that with my Easter stuff for next year. Thank you so much, Tammy. I really appreciate those card fronts. DPS. What does DPS stand for? And this is also from Wishes from Crafty Girl Swap Hangout. DPS, damage per second, is what I know of DPS from the gaming world, but I'm not sure the context of it. And this is from Kayre, Carrie, maybe Carrie. If you're watching, please let me know how to say your name. And there are beautiful peacock papers. These are also from Saturday Wishes. And this is a card base or a piece of cardstock that is embossed, and it could be used as a card base for a recycled Christmas card. It has holly. It might be hard to see on the camera. Oh, never mind. I missed the whole other thing. Department of Safety, of Public Safety. Yes. Sorry. I was trying to figure out the context of DPS. And of course, my brain went to damage per second in a video game. I can't get this back in the envelope. Let me try one more time. There we go. That fit in there really tight. All right. And this, look at this really cool envelope. This is from Miranda, and I love her handwriting. Really pretty paper, but look at those stamps. I wish they would have just canceled them normally and not drawn a big black line through them, because those are so cool. I love those stamps. They remind me of stamps from the 70s, and they may be, because there's 10 cents and 13 cents. See, 1976. So yeah, it reminds me of old stamps, and they must be really old stamps. And this is also from the Hangout. And this is Wish Upon a Saturday. And she angeled my wish back from February. The person who granted my wish could not grant it for some reason. So Miranda stepped in and angeled it, which is really nice. Look at this really pretty sequins. They are almost clear. They're not quite clear, but they are very like a pastel green and blue. The camera sort of picking up the color shift. It's really cool. And then there is this pack of bling. Thank you so much, Miranda, for angeling that wish. I love the envelope. Very cool. And I do love those stamps. Like I said, I wish they didn't put a black mark through them, because that kind of ruins how pretty they are. Let me grab a sip of my drink and I'll get to the next one. That is really cool, Leanne. This is from Julie from the Hangout, and they have a thing called the Trading Post, where if you just have extra stuff, you post it and say, hey, I have this and that and the other thing. If anybody wants it, let me know. And people give away stickers and just stuff that they're destashing out of their craft room. And she had bling, and of course, you know, my bling radar went off, and I said, I would love some bling if you have any left. So she did. She sent me this envelope full of all of this great bling. Very cool. We have all of these pieces. I may use some of this in my crafting today. I'm not sure. But there's all of this beautiful bling, and you guys know how much I love bling. And there's some that I don't have, like this really pretty pink. I don't have anything like that. And I don't have anything like this silver one. And of course that top bling up in the top, that pink one up there, and then that silver. So pretty. So that is really cool. And I'm going to leave this aside because I may want to use it. And her envelope, there's the inside and then the outside. So she used double-sided paper and made this really pretty envelope. And it's a very thick, it's a scrapbook cardstock, so it's a very thick envelope for them. I'm not sure, Angela, if they canceled the original postage. like put a postmark on it, then no, you cannot reuse it. If they did not cancel it, I think you could just add the 20 cents. If not, I think you have to add the whole thing again, which kind of stinks. All right, and then I received this from Jennifer, and I like the tape. I think this is decorative duct tape. It feels like duct tape. The envelope was partially opened, so I don't know if anything fell out. I don't think it was open big enough for anything to fall out, but if there was a small item, maybe 2 inches or smaller, it may have. It was open about 2 inches. This is also from the Hangout, and this is Easter Happy Mail. And it may have gotten to me before Easter, but I was on a cruise ship on Easter, so I don't know. This really pretty little envelope. You can see the back. And I'll put all of these in my Easter, in with my Easter stuff for next year. And these are little bunny butts, I guess you could call them. They're the little feet and the tail end of a bunny. And there's a couple Easter eggs. These would be neat to decorate with bling. And this is a hand-colored Happy Easter little picture, I guess you could say, coloring book page. That would make a pretty Christmas, or not Christmas, of course not Christmas, Easter card. And then there is this bag. He's so cute. And that would make a nice gift bag for somebody for Easter. So I will put this with my Easter stuff for next year, and I'll be ahead of the game. I know, Angela, it makes me so mad when they cancel postage like that, and you can't even use it. And this is from, I don't remember who this is from. This is from Missy. This is from the Hangout, and it is the self-care swap. We had a swap where we had to send like travel size items, lotion, or, you know, body care items, self-care items. So she sent me a holographic foil sheet mask from Bliss. The packaging on this would be really pretty to reuse on something. I don't want to, I think if I cut the edge off here, that could be like a fake piece of holographic ribbon, and then just some of this front would be really pretty after I use the face mask. And then we have this Peony Blush hand cream. And I already put a little bit on my hands when I opened it yesterday, and it smells really nice. And then there's this Neutrogena conditioner and bath soap. I do like those products. I get those in hotels a lot, and it is a nice product. And I will definitely use them. So I will put this away. Thank you so much, Missy. I really appreciate that. Put this little piece of tape on it so it doesn't fall out of the package. And let's see, I have a couple more things. I already took off the outer packaging of this, and it was packed like this on the inside. So just to make it easy on the video, I took the outer packaging off, and I don't know what Crichton is doing, but he's going a little crazy. This is April Wishes for Used Christmas Cards to Upcycle. This is from Jennifer from the Hangout, and she said, I always love to see what you create with them. And there are some little scraps from cards there. And we have some big cards, and we have this again, same as in the other package. I have so many of these. I have that, and I think I have another one of this Santa as well. Possibly this one. We have the reindeer. He is so cute. And I know I have this one. Did we do this card last week? Or a couple, maybe not last week, I was on a cruise, but a couple weeks ago, I think we just did this card. And we have this really pretty Christmas tree. And I'm going to set this aside because I think I'll use this one today. And then I have another one just like this. I'm not sure what to do with those. I'll have to figure something out. And that one is kind of pretty. This one here is like a money holder or a gift card holder. This one here could be used to make a shaker box. I'll have to set that aside for a future video. Probably not on a live because shaker boxes are kind of hard to make. Creighton is crazy. It's springtime, and I think he sees girlfriends out, you know, flying around. This one here is very, very glittery. Then we have a Valentine card and an anniversary card. I don't think this one was used, right? This one has not been used. So we could do something to the front and give that to somebody the way it is. Then we have really pretty, this is foiled Christmas card. He's crazy. Can you guys hear him? He's just whistling up a storm. That one I think is really cool. We could put Christmas lights on the house. I'll set that aside. I don't know if I'll get to it today, but this one here, I have done this one before on a, I don't think it was a live. I've done it a while ago. And this star is really cool. I don't know if you can see the holographic effect. There you go. And peace. This one is super pretty as well. And this one is very pretty. I'll set that one over there too. For some reason, I'm liking that as well. Not that I don't like the other ones, but I may use some of those today. I just set them aside. Of course, I can't do all of the cards today. We would be here all night. No, I'd have to pull an all-nighter. Let me get another sip of my drink. I'm so thirsty. I thought I did the turtle recently. I'm going to try to, when I organize my cards, I might do a giveaway of some of the cards that are duplicates. And that way, I can share them with you guys, because not everybody has, access to used Christmas cards, especially if you're just finding my channel. And here we have a beautiful handmade card by Jennifer. And she does the front up so beautifully. All the soft colors. These are all torn papers. I don't know what paper collection that is from, but it is gorgeous. And she sent me a note inside. And on my last live, it might have been my last live, April 11th, she even put in there. There we go. I asked where she had gotten the papers that she had sent, and she had this really neat travel paper. I don't know if you remember, there were several pieces of it in there, and she says it's wrapping paper that is over 10 years old, and that is really cool. That is so pretty. And then the other papers that were this style are from the Graphic 45. That's the company I was actually trying to think of. I think I called it Seven Gypsies, but I was really trying to think of Graphic 45 and this old Curiosity Shop collection. I think I have other papers in that same collection. So that is really cool. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I really appreciate you answering my questions and sending me this beautiful card. I really appreciate that. And there is also something else from Jennifer, this big envelope, this humongous envelope. And there is a note and a card, and I will save that for, I'll do the note. I'll save that thing for last. That's in with the note. Here is a card that she made. It says, "Thinking of you." So pretty. And it says, "The little things you do so well and so often make a big difference to so many people." Thank you so much, Jennifer. That is gorgeous and such a nice card. A nice sentiment on the inside. And then she sent me a letter. And, oh, I will read the letter when I open the other thing. That's right. And there were a bunch of things in this envelope. We have some Easter washi tape samples. I will put those with my Easter stuff. There's just a whole bunch of really awesomeness in this package. Hi, Jean. Welcome in. All right, let's see. Let's start with some of these loose things on the bottom. There are these clear overlays. I think they would go like on a scrapbook or something like that. We can use them as on a card front. And it has, you know, the map, and it says, "Let's go." There, I think, are a couple of those. There's two of those. And this one here says Adventure Seeker. There's two of those. And this one says, "You are here." And there are two of those. So those are really cool. I love these little pockets. We have this berry, and it says, "I'll hold it." And I think the back, I think it's adhesive. So you could stick this in like the front of a journal, and it's a pocket page. Really cool. So we have berry, we have Maury, and we have cheese. They're so cool. So they're great for I could put one in the front of my planner and things like that. I love them. They are adorable. Then we have some Mambi, Me and My Big Ideas stickers. And oh, these would be great for my travel journal because they are travel related. And I forgot to bring my travel journal with me on the cruise, but that would be perfect to go in my travel journal. And I will store this with my travel journal. Very cool. That would be good in my travel journal for sure. And all right. Leanne, I have some jewelry videos on my channel Sometimes I get beads and stuff from BB Craft or L Beads or Co Beads, and I do have a few jewelry making videos. I'm not that great at it, but they're on here. These are planner stickers, and there's just a whole bunch here. Days of the week, and just some different planner stickers. And I do have a planner, so that is awesome. I will be able to use them. And then these are more, I think they're clear. I wonder if the back is clear. I think some of these are on clear paper. So those will come in handy. And in her letter, she said that she got these cards for 10 cents at the thrift store, which is amazing. And these are some vintage cards that are not used. And I do remember this style from back when I was little. I love the old vintage look of the photography. And we have a couple thank you cards. What's nice about these can be used as a thank you card, or I can just use them as a card blank and put something on them to cover up the thank you. I do remember these cards when I was little. I used to have a Sunbonnet Sue, and I know this is not Sunbonnet Sue, but it reminds me of her, quilt. And that's why I remember these cards from when I was a kid. And this is from Help the Children, Glendale, California. And it must have been a charity that my mom donated to. And this is to a friend. And then again, we have another vintage floral one. This one here reminds me, and I don't think it is, a note for you. It reminds me of Holly Hobby, but it is not Holly Hobby. I love Holly Hobby. And then we have some, like this front porch. Oh, I thought there were more. There might be more like that. This one here says a note of cheer, very pretty. I'm going to set that aside. I may do something with that one. This is another older look. This one here I absolutely love. And it says, I hope you're feeling better. And I absolutely love this vintage card, and I'm going to do something with that today. I'm going to make myself do it. This says, get well soon. This is a really pretty card front. I don't know if you guys can hear Creighton. He's going crazy. Yeah, see, these are more of the patriotic cards, and I think there's envelopes for them. And there is this stack here. I love this one here. It looks like they're hand painted. And we have these. Sunflowers are fun. So those are super fun. I'm going to leave those out too. I'm not sure if I'll do anything with those or not. And there's a whole stack of these. They say celebrate. And the inside says, congratulations, you deserve nothing but the best. But this would be a great thing to embellish all over the front. And then there's several of these that say Happy New Year. And I'll put these with my New Year stuff. A little confetti and a lot of good cheer. Hope that's just the start of a wonderful year. And I wonder if I could make a little shaker box or something to go on the front of this. And that I'll put away for New Year's. Put it in my New Year stuff. Thank you so much, Jennifer. I hope you're watching. For sure, these are awesome. Oh, and I have to show you this wonderful, wonderful thing she sent. Okay, she says, Dear Maria, my friend Barbara and I enjoy doing machine embroidery. Barb made me several peacocks years ago. I have told her of your love of the bird. She gave me permission to share one with you. He is done in pinks and purples. Barb says, please enjoy him with her compliments. Enclosed are some cards I found at the thrift store for 10 cents. That's amazing. And thank you so much, Jennifer and Barbara. In case you are watching, Barbara, I'm going to have to frame this. This is amazing. Look at this. This beautiful embroidered peacock, and it has some stuffing on the back. So it has a little bit of dimension. Oh, that is so, so pretty. I'm going to frame that, and that will hang on my wall for sure. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to you and to Barbara. That is so pretty. And of course, I love the pinks and the purples. Purple is my favorite color. So obviously a purple peacock is amazing to me. I love it. Thank you. And that is all of the mail that I have to open for this week. Let me put that aside. Oh, and I set some of these aside. I don't want to get them mixed up. There we go. Let's put some of these away if I can get it back in the envelope. All right, and let's get to some crafting. Of course, I always like to use some of the things that I get in the mail to make stuff on the video. Let me get a sip of my drink again. I'm so thirsty. I love to shop at the thrift store. I have gotten piles of cards at the thrift store, not quite for 10 cents, but I have gotten quite a few good deals, I think, at the thrift store. Let's start with this one here, because this one will be super easy. And I think I can just add some bling to it. Let me get a card base. One of my 5x7 card bases. This is from these Darris, I think, is the company. Yeah, there it says on there, Darris. And this is A7 cards and envelopes. Of course, I have it stashed a little more full than it came because I consolidated a couple of my boxes. But I have a ton of them. When Pat Catan's went out of business in Washington Courthouse, I bought 1 million boxes. So they had like buy one, get 12 free or something crazy ridiculous like that. And I bought every one that they had. All right, let me go ahead and cut the front of this off. Welcome in, Connie. It's good to see you. And let's see, I'm going to have to make the width of it be less than 5 inches. So let me see how far I need to go here. All right, and then I could take a little bit more off this side. I'll do 4 3/4. That'll work. Yep, that'll give me a little bit of a border. And I think I'm going to just trim a sliver off the bottom. There's a little dimple on the bottom that I want to, like a little crease that I want to cut off. Oh, I don't have, my trimmer doesn't go up to 7 inches. So I will need to mark this. And get my pencil. I need to eyeball it and mark it there, and I think that'll be okay. If you hear noise, Todd was taking Jonah out. There we go. And that does cut off the top of the tree a little bit, but it's not that bad. And it looks pretty good on this green, so I will leave it on the green. See, that's all cut off of the top, so that's not too bad. Thank you, Angela, for encouraging people to smash the like button. I appreciate that very much. And let me trim this. Angela is our cheerleader. I think that will fit. Let me trim it down a little bit more. I always do the same when I watch someone's live. I always encourage people to hit the like button because I think people forget. I ordered stuff from one of the companies that I partner with, Leanne, that are, they haven't gotten here yet. They're stamps that look like stitching, and I'm really excited to use those. So you'll have to watch for that in an upcoming video. All right, I think that looks pretty good, and I think I'm just going to leave it like that, and I will put bling on the Christmas tree because I think it looks great. I don't need to back it with anything else, especially since the 5x7 cards tend to get heavy, and this is a pretty thick cardstock, and since it's thick, I'm going to go ahead and use Elmer's glue on it instead of my tape runner. In case you haven't watched my shows before, I love Elmer's glue. I did a comparison comparing it to art glitter glue, and as long as you use it in a bottle with a fine tip like this and get a really fine line, I cannot tell the difference between this and art glitter glue. As far as it doesn't make my paper wrinkle, and it works great, and it's so inexpensive. I started with it. I had this old art glitter glue bottle, and with the fine metal tip, and I filled this with Elmer's glue, and I usually use this. One of my viewers sent me these little bottles, and I wanted to give those a try. You can get these on Amazon. They are in my brand new Amazon store. There should be a link in the description box below. It's not exactly my store, I guess. It's a storefront, and it's just links to other sellers that sell these things on Amazon, just like I would do a text link. It's just an easier way to display those links, and you can see little thumbnails of the items. I've been wanting to be approved for the storefront for a long, long time, and I finally got approval over the weekend. So I linked some of these and the Elmer's glue in the in my storefront. I have a category for crafting items. I have a category for travel items, crafting items, everyday stuff, and music stuff. Just stuff that I have purchased before and that I really like, and I think you might like too. I will say I do earn a small commission off of those items. It doesn't cost you any more. It just helps my channel a little bit. Let me get another sip of my drink. I am so thirsty. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I'm way behind on chat here. Hello, Rose. Welcome in. And Bonnie, welcome in. It's okay, Rose. You're allowed to be late. I was even a couple minutes late today. I know Angela's always here early. I always see her before I'm even on. So, Angela, I said she was my cheerleader. All right. You need a new, what's a butcher cutter, Leanne? Like this? Is this a butcher cutter? This is also linked. They have it again at Amazon. I have that. I put that on my store. I put my scoring board, or one similar to it. I don't think they have the Martha Stewart one, but they have one that's almost exactly the same. All kinds of the things that I use a lot and really love, I have on there. And the pack of bling is on there. All right. Right, the guillotines do not wear out. I have a 12 by 12 guillotine by Tonic Studios, which I love. And if you watch some of my way early videos, I used to use it on camera, but it's so big and clunky. It was bigger than, you know, where I could film my filming square. So I wanted to get something smaller since I mostly do cards, and this fits in the frame quite nicely. But when I'm on camera, I use, I gotta get it out, it's buried. I use this Cricut one, this 12 by 12 paper trimmer, and it works well, but these do wear out. These little blades are just tiny little blades, and they absolutely do wear out. And then I have this is my scoring board, which is humongous, 12 by 12 as well. I've had that long before I was doing videos. But this here, yeah, these have these little tiny blades, but that is on my Amazon shop as well. My storefront, I think is what they call it. But like I said, it's not my store. I'm not actually selling the items. Amazon selling them. I'm just linking to them to share them with you. Okay, let me get my bling box and we will bling up this Christmas tree. I have that, and maybe I'll use some red. I think red would stand out on there pretty good. But this is the pack of bling that I recently got from Amazon. It has all of the colors and all of the little, you know, the small ones, and some of the multicolored ones are larger as well. Let me get some of those. I'll keep those out. And this pack I put on Amazon. It's the same ones that I use so frequently, but I just recently purchased this other pack because I cannot run out of bling. So I'm wondering if I want to do solid red. Welcome in, Lois. I am glad you are here. Lois is one of our wonderful moderators. Thank you, Lois. I appreciate you. You can see the little wrench by her, her name. I wonder, maybe I'll do these multicolored ones. It'll look like multicolored Christmas lights. I think that would be better. And this is a big enough tree. I could use these big ones. Let's do that. Yes, love you some bling. I love me some bling. Absolutely. So on this Christmas tree, you can see there are, and it's all very glittery. There's some glitter there, and it says Marianne Bright. I'm going to put the multicolored ones kind of in between those other ones. Kind of where they will fit. All right. This one here has 3 red ones in a row, so I'm going to start with this other side rather than having 3 red ones in a row. Oh no, it's red, pink, red. That'll be okay. And I think I will be able to do that here. So it's not quite 3 red ones in a row. I do like the multicolor on here. I think it looks pretty good. I love this bling that comes off in one big strand. It is so awesome and easy, so easy to use. See, it comes off in a strand, and you can actually stretch the strand a little bit if you want. I'm going to stop that one there, kind of go a little bit below here towards the bottom. I'll put a random single one. Oh, I know. I will move this single one over and put these 2 over here. Okay, Angela, I'll show you in a second how big the paper cutter is. I'll put one of these kind of in the middle of that candy cane, so it looks like the candy canes are in front. This paper trimmer, the We Are Memory Keepers, the ruler measures 6 inches here. So your paper cutting line up to 6 inches, and then for here it is 8.5. So an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper will fit in here. So this is 8.5. And each of these little squares, the dark square is a square inch, of course, and then the smaller squares are 1/4 inch. You have your centimeter ruler down here and your inches up here. And then here you could just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. So that one is 8.5 by 6. Of course, it'll cut something longer than 6. That's why for the 7-inch and edge of a card, I mark it. The Cricut one that I pulled out from under my desk, if I can grab it. This one here is for 12-inch paper, and it has the little arm that goes all the way to 15 inches. And you can keep it folded in, or you can extend the arm so you can get a longer measurement. And then this one here has your inches over here, has your centimeters here. It has both inches and centimeters at the top and the bottom. And this one is by Cricut. You can get it from their website at Cricut. I should have an affiliate link in my Facebook group or in the Amazon post. But I prefer, unless I'm doing something special, I prefer to use a guillotine cutter because it doesn't wear out. The Cricut one, you have to replace the blades. Yeah, this is the We Are Memory Keepers. So it's 8.5 by 6, or however long your paper is. So for 8.5, if you're mostly cutting 8.5 by 11 pieces of paper, you're mostly making greeting cards. This one is a perfect size. If you need to cut something that's 12 inches, then you'll need something bigger. So if you're into scrapbooking, you may want a bigger paper trimmer. Okay, so there we have all of that bling on the card. I hope that answered your question, Angela. Yes, the Cricut one I got from watching May May. It's the one that she does use. Yes. And I bought it back when Cricut had a sale. I think it was $15. I think they're more than that now, though. But I think it was $15 with free shipping. And now I purchased that, I think, long before I had a YouTube channel. So, yeah, it is, both of them, they're great quality. They cut even, they cut straight. I have an old Fiskars one, like this one. It's the gray and orange one. It does not cut very straight. It kind of cuts pretty wonky. I used that for years, and I take that one if I were to go to someone's house to craft, or to a crop or something like that. So that's kind of my travel one, my beat around one. So I'm fixing my microphone. It fell off of my shirt. This is my little piece, and this is so heavy, and I have to keep it attached to my shirt, otherwise it falls all over the place. And I had it attached with a safety pin, but I can't find the safety pin. It fell off. So I just have it kind of stuck on my shirt in a funny way. So that's why it fell off. Anyway, here we go. We have that, and I should put a little star at the top of the tree. Let's see. I do have these star stickers. I could put like this silver. No, I don't. I think the red shows up. I also have one of these red pieces of bling. I think the red bling will show up a little bit better. Let's do the red bling. And I have these little mini glue dots. These are also in my Amazon storefront. They work really well, and they are the perfect size for stuff like this. They're a little smaller than the balloon dots that I use. Those are also on my storefront. I tried to pick all of the things I use so much, and I get a lot of questions about, like, where do you get those? So the links are there for these. They come in this pretty big pack, a ton of them, and they are very inexpensive, way cheaper than like the brand of glue dots that you buy at the scrapbooking store or at, Hobby Lobby or something like that. So there we go. That is super embellished. I love the way that looks. So pretty. So there we go. We can have that one. And let's see. Oh, let's do this guy, because I love this card so much. This is so my style. I love it. I should have scanned it first, but that's okay. I'm just going to make a card out of it. Let me get my little trusty paper trimmer or cutting mat. The one I have on my desk is a cutting mat as well, but since I use it for videos, I want to try to keep it as nice as I can. I had an idea. I have this ribbon. It's this pink sheer ribbon, and I thought it would look so cool. It matches the hat ribbon. I just happened to see this on my shelf, and I thought I would try something with this. So I'm going to take my finger blade. Oh, I should put a link to this on my store. I'm just making a little cut there. And since this card hasn't been used, I'm not going to cut the card apart. So we're going to do something a little crazy. And I'm going to make a sliver here. I'm going to make my slivers a little bit bigger than I think they need to be. There we go. And so as you can probably see on the inside, I just made 2 little slits. And then my ribbon is already cut at an angle. And I'm going to take it and stick it through one side. Oh, I'm going to have to make it quite a bit bigger. Oh, hello, King. How are you? King is one of my friends from Twitch in our community. King's Assassin is what he goes by. Such a nice person. Welcome in. We're recycling some cards, King. I'm just catching up on chat. All right. So I have this ribbon. It's cut at an angle. And I'm going to go ahead. Well, maybe I have to make it. I still have to make it bigger. All right. Don't be shy. Make it bigger. Make it bigger than you think it needs to be. Nobody will see the extra. There we go. That should work. And don't cut yourself while you are live. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can stick this through from the back side. There we go. All right. And then I have to guess how long I need the other piece to be. I'll cut it a bit longer than I would expect it to be. And yeah, I still don't have my ribbon scissors here. They're still in the other room. I keep forgetting them until I'm live. And I'm gonna stick this other piece through the back. You guys might kind of have an idea what I'm doing here. If not, well then, join the club, because I don't. All right, let's get this. This is harder than it looks. If I wasn't live, I would edit this part out. Okay, there we go. So the back is just going to be just that little piece. And the front, I'm just going to tie it over here. And maybe I'll just do a knot. Oh, Dude's Lab is here. Everybody's here from Twitch. Dude's Lab is another one of our dear friends from Twitch. Welcome in. Okay, so I have that tied on, and I'm going to cut it right about the same length their ribbon is. I'll dovetail it just like they did. Welcome in, Dude's Lab. If anybody else is here hanging out, oh, BD and Cat, we have the whole group here. This is pretty awesome. Welcome in, everybody. Is Bob sick or something? Everybody from Bob's stream is over here. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so we have the ribbon tied on to match her hat or his hat. I guess it's a her because she has lace at the bottom of her pants. I don't know. But there's a guitar. Let's see. It looks like it should have 6 strings. There's 3 there, and I would imagine, yeah, there's 3. So it's a guitar. So there we go. Just in time. How'd you guys know I was making a guitar card? All right. And let's see. I didn't plan it, I promise. Let's see. We have, I think I will put one of these centers in that flower. These are from the Dollar Tree. And one of the smaller ones in that flower. If you guys haven't checked out some of the people I follow on Twitch, I will put links in. I don't know if it will let you guys put a link to Chance's channel and to Bob's channel in there, but if you can, feel free to do so. Beading Cow is one of the moderators over there, and the Dudes Lab is a moderator for Chance. And I have a special song video that I need to get made and up on my channel because we have a CraftyRia theme song, and it's pretty awesome. You guys will love it. Let's see, I will put this pink one in the middle of this pink flower. All right. I might just leave it at that because I don't want to take away too much of this vintage card vibe. I love this card. I may just hang this up in my office and not send it to anybody. This is like the 3rd pack of these that I bought, Angela, and they're really nice. They're super thin. They're very lightweight. They're not heavy like bling, and they're not as thick as bling, but they look so awesome and glittery. I love them. So there we go. There's that card. I think I'm going to call that card done. I like it a lot. I might, well, what if I put a butterfly on it? Let me see. I have these little guys. Yeah, maybe a butterfly. Let's try it. I have this little butterfly. No, because then he'll be bigger than the birds. I'm going to leave the butterfly off. I'll put it on another card. But there, I think I will leave it at that. I think the ribbon just adds a little bit of dimension and makes it pop. And then I have this other card as well, which is super cool. And remember last time we did the lace on the paper. I think I will do this vintage lace on this card. Welcome in, Christine. I appreciate you. Christine is another one of my awesome moderators and one of my channel members. She has a sunflower. That sunflower, Christine, is really growing. And she's from halfway around the globe. What time is it over there by you, Christine? So I think that vintage lace would look so pretty on this card, because this card is deserving of something super duper pretty like that. So I'm going to use some of my heavy duty tape on here. And I'm just going to put, somebody had sent me this lace in Happy Mail, a whole bunch of vintage lace. She was cleaning out her craft room and asked me if I wanted some, and I said sure. I love vintage, as you guys know, vintage lace and flowers and papers and things like that. So there we have that at the bottom of the tablecloth. Now for the rest of the card, I don't really know what to do with. Maybe some stickles along that. Yeah, let's try some stickles. Oh, I could put, before I do stickles, I got to do stickles last, you know, because it will make a mess. I think I will put some of these yellow and green centers in those flowers. Yeah, I think that would be good. In the centers of these yellow flowers. Okay, you are on the next day. I hope you're too. So today it's a Tuesday late morning live. There we go. So we have those. And then, like I said, I will do stickles for the rest. Where are my stickles? That is a question. Aha. I got scared. I thought maybe I cleaned up. I'll use some of the unicorn since it's clear. I don't know. They may have just came over as a joke. Well, not really a joke, but you know, maybe Bob was taking a break and they all ran over to say hi or something like that. I don't know. Welcome in, Francis. All right. If the Twitch gang has not subscribed, that would be awesome if they did. I think most of them have, though. All right. I'm just putting a little bit along the white edges here. And then in the center of these little blue flowers, it'll look yellow since there's yellow behind it. And I'll have to be careful not to make a mess of that. There we go. All right, Christine, enjoy your coffee and sit back and relax and enjoy the rest of the show. So there I have stickles around the edges and on some of the flowers. So I think that's really cool. I really like the softness of the lace on the card. And I'll have to be careful not to stick my fingers in that card. What about that or that? I don't really have anything planned, so we'll see. I set these aside. I have some sunflowers on my desk that I could probably put on this card. Oh, that'll be good. Let's see what I have here. Thank you so much, the Dude's Lab. He used to go by Master Brett, and his channel, on Twitch, he has a 3D printer, and it is, I guess it's almost always constantly printing something, which is really cool. Maybe one there. I'll put one down there and one up there. I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if I took the leaves off of one and put it in the center there. That might be good. All right, I'm ripping the leaves off the back of this one, you guys. Don't tell anybody. I am destroying a flower. There we go. And, oh yeah, that is cool. And I won't put it in the center of that big one, I don't think. Or maybe I could. All right, let's put one in the center of the big one. And Angela's been very well behaved. I will say she only got banned once or blocked once. She has learned her lesson and has repented and is a very well behaved viewer. Poor Angela. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'll set those leaves aside in case I need them for something else. And for these flowers, I will use the balloon dots. Oh, I think, let me double check and make sure this card is blank on the inside. Yeah. This one is blank on the inside. And let me cut some of these off. These are the balloon dots that I get on Amazon. They're for balloons to hold them in like an arch or to, you know, decorate, stick them to your walls to decorate a party or whatever. They're very inexpensive compared to the real price of, you know, the scrapbooking glue dots. And they are also in my Amazon store on my storefront. All right. There we go. That just kind of adds a little 3D effect to those flowers. I really like that. And then let's see, I'll put one kind of in the middle, like a smaller bloom coming off of those stems. I got these flowers from Lisa Bagwell back in last July. It's one of my wishes from my Amazon wish list. And this is the first I've used them. I don't think I've used them on anything else. Put this one down in the corner. So that's what these are. They're fabric, like almost a pressed felt. So there we have a bunch of flowers on there. If I had some bee embellishments, I would add a bee, but I don't. Um, 3D dimensional flowers. I have kind of made flatter flowers to go on a card, like with layering punches and stuff, but really 3D dimensional flowers, not really. Because most of the time I use them on a card, and they have to be flat enough to go on a card. I know they do have die cuts and stuff that you can get and spin your, like make a rose. I've made roses for cakes before. So that same idea, but with paper. And I made carnations out of crepe paper. I made wedding bouquets with the crepe paper carnations before. I should put one more flower. Where should I put it? Down at the bottom? I have a loose one on my desk. Down there. Welcome in, Cecilia. Stickles on the happy birthday? Yeah, I could do that. Where should I? Okay, Angela. Tell me where to put the other flower. I could put stickles on happy birthday. I thought about that. Under the Y. There. Okay. I can do that. That's a good idea. All right. And then I will put stickles on the happy birthday to make that pop. I'll try not to smear it. There we go. And that way the bee is leaving that flower. And I'll use the same stickles that I had out, the unicorn, because the yellow will show through. The stickles I got from scrapbook.com when they had a big sale going on. I bought way too many. I don't know though. Can you have too many stickles? Can you have too much bling? I don't think you can have either one of those. If the guitar friends are still watching, can you have too many guitars? Probably not. I'm a dog person. Can you have too many dogs? Jonah says yes. I say no. Can you have too much paper from this paper addict? No. There we go. It's harder to see on the camera, but it is very sparkly. That really makes that pop. Great idea. Good call to put the stickles on happy birthday. It is hard to see on the camera, but wow, in person, that is, oh my goodness, it is so awesome in person. Okay, let's see. I have this guy. I have this red. Is that the red or is that the pink? Yeah, that one is the red. I also have, I don't have that many colors of the 5x7 cards. So I could do it on the blue or on the red. I think the red. It's exactly right. I want 1,000,000 dogs. I could have 1,000,000 dogs. Right now we only have one dog. But he's had a lot of medical issues going on, and we're just happy that he can walk. So, we hesitate on getting another dog because we don't want him to re-injure his back and not end up walking. So, I'm fine with just having one dog. Because Jonah he's pretty awesome. He makes up for it. But yeah, I want 3, 4, 8. I don't care. 1,000,000. There's just never enough dogs. All right, just a little sliver off of this side. And again, I'm not going to mat this on something else since it's already on a 5x7 and it'll be heavy and I don't want to cut it down too much. So we have that. I forgot to put this in the center of in the inside of that other card, and I will do that later. I will cut out the center of this one. And for those of you just joining, I love to recycle Christmas cards. It's one of my favorite things to do. There we go. No, you can never have too many guitars, correct. Todd says the right amount of guitars is n+1, n meaning the amount of guitars that you have, and +1 meaning you always need one more. I say that's the same with craft supplies. You can never have too many because you just don't know when you're going to need something else. All right, let's stick this down. There we go, and we'll put some Christmas lights on that house. Those are too big. My desk became a mess really fast over here. There's the smaller ones. Your son says there's no number high enough. Well, I just have 2 guitars. I really only ever play the one. But I got my new one because I thought it would fit me better than my old one. My old one has a really long neck because it has, I don't know, 24 frets or something like that. I don't know. And it's really, my arms aren't long enough to play some chords. And I have a bad neck. So my neck is bad. So I got a semi-hollow body, and it's much lighter for me, and it's just easier for me to play. So I put some Christmas lights along there, kind of brighten that house up a little bit. Oh my gosh, Leanne, I watched some TikToks about huskies. I love the way they cry and they just carry on. They're a riot. I love the huskies. Welcome in, Janet. All right. And let's see. What should I add to this? Let me get my Christmas stuff. I have to go way over here because I wasn't ready. I didn't get my Christmas stuff handy. Let's see, I have some of those. Yeah, let me just do that since they're handy and easy. I'll just put one of these, I think I'll move it over right there. And maybe I'll just add some stickles to the trees. Same stickles as I used before. This is unicorn, and only because I have it out and it's handy. You can use any of the clear ones for snow. Add a little bit. I'll put a little bit around the door, on these windows, and on this branch. All right. So that is really cool. Very, very pretty. Let's see, maybe I'll make one more card. Should I do that one? That one? I don't know what to do to that one, so I'm going to put this one back. No, you guys, I just don't know what card to make. Let me see what else I have out. I don't have any of this planned out. It's kind of a wing it as you go here. I have butterfly stickers out. Okay, let's go with this one. Molly is a good name for a dog. I have some lace. Oh, what about this lace? Will this lace work on the bottom? Yeah, let's put that lace on the bottom again. I like it. The same person won't get both cards, so they'll never know that I used lace on more than one card. Only you guys would know. Now, if you get the card, then you would know I used the same lace on more than one, but that's okay. All right. And I have, see, there's that butterfly there, and I have this butterfly here that I thought I would put on this card as well. I'm just not sure where to put it. Oh, and I forgot to put that on the inside of that other card. I will do that later because, you know, otherwise it would make a mess. All right. I have some flowers. Possibly. Oh, I have this one that came in Happy Mail. Oh, I have those. What else do I have? I was looking for these. Here they are. These little flowers that I had from the last show. But I'm wondering if some of these are clear. If some of these would be really good. Yes, let me put some of these on here. Okay. There, like that one over the white ones. Since the white ones don't show up too much, I'll put these clear ones, very light pink, over the white. And I'll put that smaller one. These flowers are so pretty. Oh, I should check the inside. Yeah, okay, good. It's not written on. I just want to make sure. I will put a couple of these pink ones. I don't know where these flowers came from, like what store or even where I got them. I don't remember. I'm sure somebody sent them to me in Happy Mail. If it was you, let me know, because they are so pretty. I don't know if you can see that and really see the glory of these. I have a bunch of really little tiny ones that I'm going to just scatter around. I'm enjoying all this talk about dogs, you guys. I'm glancing at the chat here and there. Jonah's pretty quiet, and Crichton has gotten quiet. I could put a pink one kind of in the middle there. I don't know if you guys can see all of the shininess on camera, but it's really making this look 3D. All right. Trying to see what else we have. Oh, King, we had a gaming reference earlier. Someone asked what DPS stood for, and I said damage per second, but it was not what we were talking about at all. I think you would appreciate that. Okay, so I think that looks really good. Let's see about this guy. Oh, maybe I'll put him down here. There we go. I think that is good, and I'll put some stickles on this thing. All right. And that is the container holding the flowers, so it looks more, it kind of pops a little bit. Maybe I will I'll put stickles over thank you. just to make the sentiment pop. Yeah, that looks good. All right. I also would like to have a cat, but we can't do that with Jonah's back right now. About a year and a half ago, Jonah could not walk at all. He has a bad disc in his back, and it was months and months before he could actually start walking again. I think it was eggs. My husband would make eggs every morning for breakfast, and Jonah loves eggs. So he would drag himself into the kitchen to beg for eggs. So he eventually got himself back to walking, and that is awesome. But if we got a cat, he would chase the cat. I know he would, because he used to chase our other cat, Shrody. So we just don't want to do anything with him that would potentially hurt his back. So we're really careful. We don't let him on the furniture anymore, only because he jumps right off. And we limit his car rides to only where he has to go. Things like that, just to try to preserve his walking. He still kind of walks like a drunk person. He doesn't walk very steady, but he can walk and he can run, especially in the grass. Boy, he can run. So we're really happy about that. And he can antagonize the bird, Crichton. So they fight all the time, as you guys probably know from hearing him. I'm the same way, Dustaloo. I love all animals. I'm number one, a dog person. Of course, I love birds, and I also like cats as well. You are special, but not the unique kind. I am special. That's what my mom used to say. That's what people say, right? That's funny, Leanne. All right, so here today we have this floral one. Let's see, let me pull these out and see if I won't mess up the stickles. We have this note of cheer. So we have the two floral ones. Oh, we have a third floral one. It must be spring. Spring is in the air, and I didn't even realize it. And then we have the sunflower happy birthday. That would be a good one for summer, actually. And then we have the cardinal. Let's see, and the spruced up, blinged out, mega bling Christmas tree. And my favorite, the guitar. I love that. So you guys, let me know which one is your favorite. They're all tall cards, so I can't really get them all on the screen here. See what I can do. Oh, maybe I could put this one over here. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see. Try to get them all in the screen. Here, I'll put this guy sideways, the Christmas tree, sideways Christmas tree. I agree, Angela. I think the sunflowers are super happy, super, fun. And with the stickles and the happy birthday, it really does make that pop off of that card. I like the bouquet on this one. It's really cool. Of course, the Christmas ones, all of the bling on that card, that is crazy and fun. Of course, I love these, you know me, I love all the vintage cards, so that, I didn't do much to it, but it is really cool. King, you are special to all of us. Everybody is special to me. That is one thing I love about the community here, is everybody is so wonderful. I do appreciate all of you guys so much. Here, both here and in the Facebook group. If you're not a member of my Facebook group, it's Create with CraftyRia. I would love to have you go and join that. Most everybody here is a member, and it's so nice. We all share our work and we just cheer each other on. It's really a good group. Francis likes the thank you flowers. I like them too. I think they're cool. And King is such a nice person over on the Twitch channels. He is so supportive to everybody. Super nice guy. So thank you so much for stopping in, King. I really appreciate it. I think it's funny that you and Beading Cow and Master Brett stopped in to say hi to me. That means a lot. That's really cool. And Barb likes that one and that one. I think they're cool. That to me is very springy, and I finally used those flower stickers. I don't know where these came from. They remind me of stained glass. As you can see, they're kind of see-through. Love those stickers. I'm glad I finally used them. Rose likes them all. Thank you, Rose. I really appreciate it. Everybody that sent me happy mail, if you're watching, thank you so much. I appreciate it so much. I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead. Oh, Angela, I'll have to go check out the 6 cards you put up. I, of course, have to finish the insides of these because I forgot these 2 sentiments to go on the inside. If you're just joining me, this is one of the things I love to do. I love to recycle cards or upcycle cards. It's just one of my favorite things to do. And thank you, Christine, for being a channel member and a moderator. And also, Lois, if you're still here, thank you for being a moderator as well. Oh, you told Bob and Chance. I got it. No, that's your good. I don't mind at all, King. That is awesome. If Bob is still on when I'm done here and after I'm done cleaning up my desk, I'll pop over and say hi. And I do still have a video of a song that Bob wrote about CraftyRia that I have to put up, which is pretty awesome. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next video, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.